Hi there, Itar Brad Fish, and we are continuing to talk about prayer. And today we are going to be looking at intimacy. Now, maybe you don't know what intimacy means. Maybe it's one of those big words that scares you a little bit. And if that is so, just say it a bit slowly and it will help you. Intimacy. Into me, see? And it are like that. Intimacy are like letting somebody see into you. It are like a real closeness that you can have with somebody. But for many of us, when we think of God and we think of prayer, sometimes it seems like God is so far away. And like praying, we are praying to nothing. And we see where that comes from in the Bible, because in the first days you have Adam and Eve, and they used to walk with God. But then they have make a sin, and so God have kicked them out of the garden, and all that intimacy was lost, and there was this huge distance between them and God. But then we see, as we read the story of the Bible, we see again and again God is coming closer. And so we see God speaking to his people through the prophets. We see the tabernacle, the old tent that the Israelites used to go to meet God. And then a bit later we see the temple. And so every step it are like God are coming a little bit closer. And then finally in the New Testament we see that Jesus have come. God have come himself to earth to reconnect us to him. And we see this in an exciting way when his disciples have go to Jesus and they say, Jesus, teach us how to make a prayer. He have said to them, this is how we pray, our Father. And that word could be quite revolutionary back then. You can't speak to God as a father because he is holy and mighty and he's far away. But Jesus is saying, no, you can now talk to God as a father. I have come so that you can be children once again of God. And when Jesus have died on the cross, we see an amazing thing have happened, that there was this curtain that have separated the priest from the Holy of Holies, the most sacred part in the temple, the symbol of God's presence. And when Jesus have died, this curtain have make a rip from right through the middle of it, and it are like torn to pieces. And what that was saying was that now you are invited to come close again. Jesus' death have made a way for us and God to be close. It are a way for me to have intimacy with God as I invite him to see into me. And that is a most exciting thing.